We should be going live here in a second. We'll see. Superb, superb. It looks like we are live. Alright. Okay, let me do some finagling around here and see if I can't get my dealie looking a little better. Let's see. OBS. Looks like audio is in. We've got a bunch of people in the chat. Brad is here. Don Giovanni is here. Dapper's here. Jared is here. Fernando is here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today we are, of course, doing the usual, the Monday night stream where we do monkey stuff in the world of ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey. Abram Perkins, welcome. Okay, how's my audio, you guys? Can you guys hear me okay out there? Audio is bad. Hardcore bit crushed. Live and peaking. You can't hear if you have YouTube muted. Yeah, YouTube's not muted. Let me see what I can't do here. Hold on. Okay. That's something. Let's see if that makes anything better. I've got like my Discord on in the back. Could that be making things? Okay, it's saying everyone's saying the audio is dog shit. Okay, let's see. Okay. Is this better? Can you guys tell me if it's at all better? Better, says Beowulf. Okay, cool. Looks like we've got some betters coming through. Definitely better. Hold on. We got crazy monkey stuff going on here. You know how they are. They're always drama queens. Oh my god, I'm traumatized by that. Okay, cool. Mic audio better, but now game sound is gone. God Bless Seeker says, yes it is. This is better. Can you guys hear? Okay. Is the game sound coming through? Do we have that? What do we got? I'm waiting on someone to tell me. We can hear you, but delay in the background. Speakers are on. What if I do that? Okay, game audio is gone. Damn! Let me see what I can do here. Okay. What if I go here? And then what if I go here? That's looking good. Game sound low AF. Beowulf! Yeah, we definitely need the game sound in. Ooh, I see. Okay, it's only coming from my desktop. Usually I don't have this problem. I wonder if I add one of these dealies here, if this will help at all. What's up, Kyle? You guys are saying it sounds like a speaker. Damn. I wonder what's going on. Usually it's good. Okay, let's see. Desktop audio. What if I go, okay. Maybe if I do this? We'll see. We'll see if this works. Okay. Video capture device, the mic, the desktop audio. But what is going on? What if I do that? What if we do this? Can you guys hear it now? Wait, it went away? Fixed and... You're too young to have boomer tech-related issue. Yeah, tell me about it. And the monkeys are fighting again. Maybe it's an imposter from a... Yeah, maybe. Okay, sound is on. Fixed? Beowulf says fused. Fixed. Okay, cool. Okay, so we can hear everything. Cha-ching. Excellent. Okay. So you guys can hear me, and you can hear the game, which is perfect, because that means we can finally get started around here, which is great. I've been playing around in my other lineage, just my one lineage, to help the comeback lineage when we do these meetups, because, you know, I don't want the lineage to fail just because of my incompetence as a gamer. So how is everyone doing today? We got 33 people here on a Monday hanging out with me and watching me play Ancestors, which is just lovely.
that's what we want, you know? Okay, right. Okay, so I think we're at the Under the Falls. I think we just done an evolution. Let's see here. What do we got? Where were we? Oh, the Great Lake, that's right. We're trying to make our way to the Savannah, which is in that direction, where our boy is facing currently. Thank God we've got a bunch of rando hominins floating around in the lake who we can't reach, nor can we get to them. My hope is that at some point they will simply return to us and be, you know, on terra firma once more, but, you know, we'll see. Let's see. You name the updated or Lineage Tibula 2 Electric Boogaloo? No, Fernanda, that would have been amazing. Venerable Beads says that they got their first dose of the Pfizer vaccine today. Congratulations. Echo says, this game is fun to watch, but I would die endlessly if I tried to play it myself. Yeah, this game is not very kind, put it that way. It can be pretty harsh. Though I've discovered through time that the worst part about this game, as far as like what makes it so difficult, is if you're in a group and you encounter any kind of predator, you're gonna have a really bad time. Pretty much every time. Because the Machirinus, I think? Yeah? Or whatever, crocodiles, the predator, will just bounce back and forth, annihilating you and all of your clan members. Until someone dies, and then it's just like a constant Copac fiber or like reed run in order to make everybody stop constantly bleeding. Oh, you know what? I should have grabbed the other baby. Oh well, we're going on a mission. And this mission is titled, We Need More Clan Members. So we're going on a clan member mission. Creditor State. Sorry if I'm late. I got the pre-notice, but no start notice. Yeah, well, YouTube isn't exactly kind to gamer channels. And it's also just kind of weird in general. No worries, I'm glad you're here. Sky Bell, distracting from a bad day with this. Thank you for making a nice chill stream. Sky, I'm so sorry you're having a bad day, but I hope you'll enjoy our monkey stream here. We're on a pretty intense mission right now, so... Ooh. My avatar's name is currently Ooh. I'm sure Mr. Wilford out there is a big fan of that. It's quite close to Ooh Woo, which is like his catchphrase. Okay. Let's see. Machierotis. Thank you, Venerable Bead. You know I'm bad with the felines. Machierotis. Let's see. What does having a baby do for your... Well, Dapper, having a baby is very key. It helps you build up neuronal energy. Which is important because building up neuronal energy allows you to unlock new traits within your lineage that if you have an appropriate amount of babies, you can then reinforce to be in the next lineage, so you don't have to just wait for a buildup of energy to kind of access it. Which is key. Yeah, extra think juice. Really cool. Awesome. We're starting real nice today. Let's see. You know what? I'm not feeling it today, jerk. Oh, god damn it. I dropped my thing. I was gonna use my stick to fight it off. But we dropped the stick when we did a dodge. That's one of my least favorite parts about this game. Okay, so the good news is we're wounded. And that's the only news, actually, come to think of it. Ugh. This is what I get for going out in the middle of the night, you know? I was being cocky. Okay, maybe we can get some Copac fibers if we go up higher. For those of you maybe new to this kind of epic gaming stream, Copac fibers are what you use if you get ganked by a massive freaking Machierotis like that, and then need to stop your bleeding. Okay, please. Yes, Copac fibers. This game loves to do this thing, though, where you, you think that the Copac fiber is right by you, but then it turns out that it's actually on the next tree over. It's really my favorite part of the game. Victor, sorry I missed episode 3. Oh, don't worry about it. No, I'm glad you're here. You know, this is, the nice thing about Ancestors is that the going is quite slow. So if you miss it, ain't nothing but a thing, you know? You're good. You are good to go. We're currently applying our Copac fiber because we got ganked by a Macurotus. She dropped the... Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know, Jared. I did in fact drop the stick. You really don't want to drop the stick in this game. Hi everyone, happy to be here for a while I sand my walls. Oh my god! I hope that goes well for you, Samlocastro. Locastro. Sorry, Sam. I hope that goes well for you. I have, back in the day when I was a youngster to make money during the summer, I very briefly... Really cool. I love when that happens. I very briefly engaged in home improvement during the summer. I epoxied a lot of garage floors. And it was then that I found out that home improvement, while fun and rewarding, is not something that I'm innately good at. But you know how it goes. You win some, you lose some. I think we're gonna go ahead and sleep until the morning. Because I can't prove this, but I have a high confidence that predators come out are more likely to be encountered at night. So, you know, that is an awesome skull behind you, Erica. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, that's my Smilodon. My bemolared Smilodon. It's got all these molars that it should not have. It should have some really nice carnassals. But, you know. Let's see. Ian Absey the Village. It's currently Autism Acceptance Month here in the UK. Shout out to all my fellow apes with neurodiverse brains. Much love, Erica. Absolutely true, Ian. Thank you for your super chat, and we celebrate neurodiversity here, 100%. 100%. God, we wouldn't be where we are today as a species if it weren't for different perspectives. So we do love the neurodiverse apes. Please no. Okay. Alright, we're on the move again. Okay, so the goal today, on this day, is we're gonna try to make some serious progress with the bipedality situation. You pooped on my idea of camping. Who, me, Jared? Hold on, I gotta grab one of these bad boys. The White Claws help improve my gameplay. Okay, let's see here. Now, we had a really nice stick that we were going to use to try to incorporate some more mammal nutrients so that we could move to omnivory, but unfortunately, yours truly dropped it when we were fighting the Macurotus, which is awesome. You know, I really love it. That's my favorite part about this game. Dropping stuff when you perform a task successfully. The game is like, good job, you nailed it. Enjoy your punishment. Okay, I already hear another tiger. That's awesome. Golly! They're everywhere! Oh, we're not thriving today, you know? We're not doing so hot. But that's the beautiful. Yeah, goal today, get a sharpened stick. That, you joke, but the thing is, we were in the process of creating a sharpened stick, and we were almost ganked by a Macurotus, which is just, you know, it's par for the course, but it's okay. We're about to find our work in progress by doing a quick intellectual scan, using our intellect and intelligence, our cognition, if you will. And one thing I've realized that really sucks is granite is like the worst possible rock to use when it comes to any kind of alteration. So this just takes so long to make one sharpened stick with a granite. And in order to make a basalt chopper, you have to have basalt and, like, obsidian. That's the only way I know how to make it. Maybe granite works, too. But the basalt is running quite low. Yes, Jesse, the game is clearly inventive. Yeah, it's inventive in a way that's really fun and frustrating simultaneously. It relies on a lot of, like, rhythm techniques. Like, you have to get it on the beat in order to actually successfully sharpen the stick. One summer, my husband and I spent a vacation on a fossil. Did I just break that stick? I got distracted by you, Vesta. You and your husband's cool trip distracted me. So if our boy Ooh here dies, we know who to blame. Carnivorous Ape. Do you do interviews? I'm wanting to do a small primate evolution study for my channel, but need someone with education there for facts. I would love to help out with that. 100%. Yeah, I know, Beatrice. Rip stick, but that's okay. We're gonna nail it this time. I think that's actually the first time I failed sharpening a stick. I failed the stick sharpening task, which is not hard to nail. It's actually very difficult to screw up sharpening the stick. So thank you, Vesta. But I am glad that you got to do a really cool fossil dig site excursion. That's awesome. Okay, we've got happy bongos. That's always good. This game goes on the nefarious bongos principle, which means if you hear nefarious bongos, it's time to hightail it. You don't want to hear the scary bongos. And the scary bongos are bad news. But luckily, we're only running into more Macurinus, which is just awesome. I love it. Running into Macurinus is like my favorite thing in the whole game. But we're about to attack this Macurinus. We're about to nail him. Come on, bring it on. Boom! Discover new action. Striking. So when we inevitably run into that guy again, we'll know it's him because he'll have a stick, like a sharpened stick sticking out of his back. Of course, the negative part about this whole deal is now we no longer have our sharpened stick. So, you know, it's a real live and let die situation, especially when the Macurinus is right there. Really great. So awesome. Okay. We're going to keep an eye out for him, though. It's going to be okay. We're going to keep an eye out for him. If he comes around that corner, we'll be here waiting with our non-sharpened stick. Guess Erica's worse than Chimp now. Yeah, TD, true. I actually watched a really cool episode of Vsauce the other day, and he was focusing on the cognitive trade-off hypothesis, which doesn't tend to get too much attention, just because it's pretty late in hominin evolution if it did happen. But it's this idea that, in case you guys may not know this, chimpanzees just drastically outperform us in short-term memory. They're incredible at short-term memory. Us not so much, but we're capable of operating kind of linearly a long time, which is something that we are unsure if they're capable of doing. So a chimp would most certainly outperform me on those kinds of tasks. And most other tasks. Oh, God. Oh, heck yes, he's still there. Okay, he sees us, but that's okay, we're ready. We're ready, we're gonna get him. Boom! Did the stick break again? You'll have to see it. Okay, no, please don't. Oh, no, no, no. All we've got is this garbage granite rock. Oh, man. Okay. We're gonna abuse the game a little bit because I don't think that Macurinus is excellent at making it around the water there. I think he's actually kind of trapped over there. So, you know, we're gonna do what's called a very gamerish move here. We're gonna sharpen the stick as fast as possible and go see if we can abuse the game there. And maybe get some cognition points from killing a black Macurinus. Haha, Harvest Tide. True, Jared. Okay, Carnivorous Ape, you can send me an email at gutsatgibbon@gmail.com. I usually get back pretty decently. Sometimes emails slip through the cracks, so if you don't hear from me in like 3 days, send me another one. But it's just gutsatgibbon@gmail.com, all lowercase. Okay, aren't we privy to the sinister machinations woven into the jungle layers? Yeah, true, Smitty. Yeah, this is real shit here. Alright, we're about to take him out. This has got to be the one. Oh no! Oh my god! Ooh! Oh my god! Oh my god. No, we deserve that. We deserve that. When you try to take advantage of the game, this is what happens. Oh my god. Oh, skip the rest. Oh. And it put us in the one that was in the middle of the lake, so that's great. That's really awesome. Oh my god, and the baby died too! Oh my god, this is not going well. This is a cursed stream. Yeah, give us F's in the chat. F's in the chat for ooh. Please, F's in the chat for ooh. Victor Cherry, really love to be watching this game again. Oh, thank you so much, Victor! True. I'll try to keep up the great work, although I don't know that I could classify this work as great. We were just complicit in a serious death. Yeah, you lose when the whole population dies, Walker. This game is pretty generous in that aspect. I know. This is a bad situation. The thing is, the thing is, I was just getting ready to be like, wow, how awesome that it's been so long since we've had a death in this game. You know, this Lineage was doing pretty well. Ugh, I was just one beat too early. I think the dopamine was too high. Ugh, horrible. Just a horrible, horrible thing to happen. And who are we right now? We're Lee, and Lee is exhausted. Look at her. She's so tired. She needs to get some rest. Okay, lie down. We're gonna force her to get some rest. The curse of the tibia is back. True, Fernando. Yeah, we're really dealing with something like that. Carnivorous State, thank you so much. Sorry. No, you did not distract me. This is, I have only myself to blame. That family tree ends. I'm sorry. Did I just hear a... Excuse me? Oh my god! While we were sleeping? Oh my god, who are we right now? Okay, Weck. The elder female Weck. She has to make it to the shore in time. She's been swimming for literally days. You would be tired too. Yeah, I know. Believe me. This is an absolute disaster. No, Beatrice. We still might be able to save her in time. This might not be the end for Lee. This might be the end for Lee. See, I told you. This is why we... Oh my god, this is gonna go so poorly for us. Oh, I can already tell this is gonna go really poorly. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, we've got no strength at all. Oh my god, we're just gonna have to keep doing dodges. Wait. Pick up the rock. Pick up the rock. Okay, come on. We're gonna hit him. Get the out of here. The golden Machiarotus. Get out of here. He's just going further into the... This is so... Oh my god. Oh my god, he's gonna stay here. Like, he's not gonna leave. He can't despawn on the island. Unless he, like, went into neuron deactivated. Yeah, I bet. Where did that stupid cat go? I hate this game. I don't know if I've told you guys that, but I hate this game. It cheats. How do you get attacked in the middle of sleeping? That's so lame. Okay, alright, where's Lee? We gotta switch back to Lee. The thing is, if we don't switch back to Lee, then Lee will... Okay, there she is over there. She's probably like, I'm dying. Dude, so cheap of the game, too. Switches us right back into... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, switch. Switches us into one of the members of the clan that's floating in the middle of the water, so we just have absolutely zero in terms of, you should have fortified. The cats like to attack you through trenches. Thank you, Alexander. You, like, slept out in the open. Listen, guys, I'm new to this game, okay? I'm doing my best. Let me complain when I get cheated for playing poorly. Oh, boy. Alright, we really need to get some... We need to get some fortification. I think we need to just find a different place. We need to be settled somewhere that's a little bit more fortified, as Alexander would put it. Jokes aside, my sympathies for your frustration. It's okay, you know what? It's good. That's the thing about this game. It's testing my moxie. But this game doesn't know how much moxie I have. The answer is unlimited amounts. But I do admit my my frustrations get tested when I climb to the top of a big tree looking for copac fibers, and it ends up that there's just a bunch of dead branches at the top, which don't do anything for me. Fernando, generations will talk about... Yeah, they will. This will be, this is officially a part of the lore of the comeback lineage. Okay, we're on the lookout for copac fibers because now we are inhabiting Lee, and we are going to be on the lookout for that black Machiarodus. We're not going to be blindsided again, lest this, lest we suffer the same fate. Okay, surely there's some copac fibers around here. Please? Yeah, nope, beehive. That's the opposite of what we need. We don't need to be packing a bunch of stinging hymenopterans. We could benefit from some moss. Lore. Yeah, this is real deep lore, gang. I will build your temple. Thank you, Jared. The real question is, where are we gonna find some copac fibers? Because we're not having super great luck right now. That's what I get for sleeping out in the open, you know? I mean, you know, far be it from me not to know my limits. I was just feeling really cocky. There we go. Okay, it's at the end of this wimpy tree over here. Dude. Poor Ooh. Oh, poor Ooh. That was just really tragic. We lost the kiddo. We lost a kiddo with Ooh too. Usually, I think it was because we were in the water. But usually you get control of the kiddo once the avatar that's carrying it dies. I'm not 100% sure why that... Yeah, wouldn't that be nice, Goblet Seeker, if we had some inventory space? This game doesn't believe in inventory. Hey, no spoil... And listen, if y'all spoil Godzilla vs. Kong in the trailers for me, that's an immediate ban. Oh, cool! We landed on a rock python. I love it. You really love to see it. Awesome. Really cool. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. I'm over it. We bounce back. We bounce right back. Yeah, brain bug. We've had a couple of tragedies so far in this playthrough. Victor Chari, I want to see you take down another creationist or two. I would love to. I'd love to do that. Fortunately or unfortunately, unfortunately for my kind of enjoyment, I guess you would say, there's not that many creationists out here on YouTube. I know it kind of seems like there's a lot because they're very vocal, but there really aren't that many. And most of us here in the combating creationist sphere have like tackled most of the creation. I was supposed to debate Mr. Batman, but he's got a family situation going on and can no longer, like, the debate is postponed indefinitely for the time being. But, you know, maybe someday. So, if you can think of a creationist, man, let me know. You know? There are a couple that I'm not into chatting with because of, just, like, mind-numbing dumbassery. But, most I'm happy to have a conversation with. Okay, we really need some granite. Oh, boy. Oh, yes! I think that's granite over there. Just in time to be right by a big-ass snake. I'm about to hit this snake in the head with the granite. Come on. You just bit me like 6 seconds ago. Smack. Smack this boy right in the face. You don't come after the great Sahelanthropus chilensis matriarch, Lee. You just don't do that. I know I'm probably being a little bit superstitious, but I I tend to have a lot better luck in this game with the female hominins than with the males. I think I just get cocky when I'm piloting a male. I love your Miss Frizzle energy. Thank you, Big Bang. That is, that's a huge compliment. I need to get myself, like, a little squamate to hang out on my shoulder. I've always wanted lizards, but I've never really had, like, I guess I'm an adult now. I guess I'm an adult and can just get a lizard if I feel like it. But I gotta run it by the old fiancé. I recently read, Ian says, I recently read an article about chimpanzees exhibiting signs of autism. Have you heard about autism in other primates? I have not heard of that. It would not surprise me in the slightest if that was the case, though. In fact, it also wouldn't surprise me very much if there was a selective benefit for autism in certain circumstances. So I'll have to check that out. Yeah, Dapper, you need to go ahead and let Brainbug know your thoughts on Godzilla vs. Kong. I was unable to give him my thoughts because I have not seen it yet. I was actually told earlier today by Jay Pasick over on Speed's channel that I shouldn't waste my time, that Godzilla vs. Kong was not good. Needless to say, it was not good to hear. So you guys let me know. I mean, if it's not worth seeing, I guess I won't see it, but get a Krusty. That would be amazing, Walker. Okay, we're going hard on the eggs right now. Hold on. Wait. The key with building up nutrient resistance in this game is you just gotta, I've learned this the hard way, you just gotta eat as much stuff as, cool. I love it. I really do. My spear is back there. Okay. We're gonna hit him with this rock. Get out of here. I actually think that's the big mama. Get a leopard gecko. Big woo vibes. I mean, that is what I'm going for. I think you'd be hard-pressed, actually, to find a reptile that you can have as a pet that isn't giving big woo vibes. They're so cute. And most of them even have, like, the little anime woo face. We're taking this guy out. Okay, cool. I love it when the stick breaks. It's, like, my favorite thing. Canton, hello! I'm doing okay. We've had a, I would classify today's stream so far as having a rough go of it. Yeah, that's what is happening here. Great. Awesome. The good news is we get evolutionary elite points for witnessing traumas like that. And I actually think we can feed off of if we can spook this snake away from the carcass, I think we can actually feed off of it. And that's big money, because we're trying to incorporate as much mammal nutrients as possible. Godzilla goes nuclear, can't lose King of Monsters. So here's, no, agreed, kind of. So here's the thing, though. Kong's not a weapon. Alright, this freaking snake is following us down here, and we do not have a rock. You don't want to mess around, there's always an animal to take advantage of you when you don't have a sharp rock. Okay, let's see. Here's the carcass. We'll grab a couple of pieces of meat and then flee back down to the water. You get a tegu. They could be like puppies. Oh my god, that's so cute. That's the thing. I've got, unfortunate... No. Okay, we lost our meat to the river. I'm not playing well today, gang. Yeah, Canton, it's been interesting in a bad way. I've not been being my epic gamer self. Normally I'm much better as far as the gaming goes. But currently, we're not doing so hot. We'll do better in the future, though. That's fine. No spoilers to prove my point. Jared! What are you implying, that the weapon doesn't work? Yeah, TD, I'm aware that Godzilla has nuclear breath. I'm just saying, people try to write Kong off, but, we didn't exactly have weapons on the savannah and came out on top, so. Let's see. What do you think? Mostly the fight stapper? Yeah, I'm kind of feeling I get that vibe that it's mostly for the, big monsters hitting each other. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Bede. Kong has the axe. Kong has a giant axe. And, like, Godzilla... So, okay. You know, I feel the need to make myself 100% clear here. I love Godzilla. Godzilla is awesome. He's a big, cute, gigantic lizard. A nuclear lizard. A radioactive lizard. You don't get much more ulu than that. But my loyalty is always, of course, are with the big monkey. In the case of Kong, big ape, of course. And I don't think that one can necessarily write Kong off like that. Like, you can't just, there's a lot of haters in the chat is what I'm saying. A lot of haters in there. No, I didn't. No, Canton. I didn't have my G Fuel today. That's precisely the problem. G Fuel won't, G Fuel has not committed to sponsoring me yet. Something about how a monkey channel that dunks on creationism all day not being within their brand, so to speak. We'll get there, but no. And I would even hazard that the White Claws are making play a bit more difficult. You know, we'll see. I would, I spent the afternoon cooking, and of course, with cooking usually comes a bit of wine drinking and things of that nature. So, you know, we're starting really strong today. I hear something. What is going on here? Yeah, Lee hears it too. Yeah, it's that big ass snake right there. You know what though? We're going for this snake. Come on, bring it on. Get him. God, I hate when that happens. Oh! Enemy of my enemy, people. This is a big win for us. That super rude golden Machiarodus just got ganked on by the rock python. Imagine being a hyper intimidating megaphonic feline and getting dunked on by a big snake. Opinion on Pizza Hut, Fernando. Whoa. This is getting personal. My opinion on Pizza Hut. Allow me to share a traumatic Pizza Hut story that actually turned me off of pizza. I was one of the few kids that was like, I don't like pizza for a really long time when I'm like up until probably freshman year of high school. Because when I was at a Pizza Hut when I was like 8, I got super bad food poisoning. And so it really turned me off Pizza Hut as a whole. It was a, you know, mildly scarring experience and, you know, kept me away from the joys of pizza for far too long. Okay. Now we're carrying a bone as a weapon, which is naturally very big. It's a big money move, some might say. But we actually need to be on the lookout for other clan members, because ever since our, Stoned Gorilla, are you asking for spoilers, Tiki? Don't tell me anything, baby. Godzilla keeps things on Skull Island. Godzilla's full of himself. He's awesome, but he is full of himself. A little bit. Easy win for Team Dodgeball. Yeah, TD. True. True. Golly, how many rock pythons are there around here? Whack it with the bone. Hard bones can be used to strike an African rock python. Thank you. The HUD always lets me know when I'm on the right track. Okay, we need to be doing this with a baby, honestly. How are we supposed to be getting... Look, you see? Here's another one right here. We're about to smack this boy with the bone. It's pretty metal to be hitting African rock pythons with a Machiarodus bone. Or sorry, Machiarodus bone. Everybody's saying Godzilla versus Kong. I'm just asking, can't they be friends? Explorer questioner. That's a great point. You know, I was hoping that we would finish Godzilla versus Kong with like a romance, you know? They fall in love. But I think that's too much to ask. It was just too much to ask for a romance between Godzilla and Kong. You can't have it. You can't have it all. You cannot have it all. ape has to find a bone. True, Jared. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm pretty disappointed that you can't actually... Let's see, these are both elders. God, I really don't want to pair Lee with an elder. It just feels a little gross, you know? I mean, I get it. I've been told this game does reward and... We already have a baby. Let's just take this baby with us. And who's this? Yuke? She's a female. Bummer. You can couple with females in this game. Like, you can couple with same-sex individuals, but the problem is you can't procreate with them. And for the purposes of the game, we're not trying to waste time. We're trying to evolve. We're not trying to waste time with fulfilling relationships. We're trying to procreate. We're doing this fundamentalist style. Okay, let's see. Kong is definitely a guy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Kong's a big boy. Did I actually, like, make a sleeping spot here? I feel like I didn't make a sleeping spot. It's... Unnecessary romances in movies and TV make me angry. Yeah, but there's a part when it becomes really funny. Like, I would really... Maybe, listen, it could just be me, but I'm all about... I ship Godzilla and Kong. You know? I think that's untouched, underutilized plot point. Could be good. You guys are sleeping on that ship. Man, so we've unlocked Mimic to a degree. Really? Okay, I love it. I love getting sick when I'm eating regular stuff. Lee, you dummy. Okay, let's see. Put that on there. Still can't construct. We need another one. Okay, wait, hold on. Which one did I grab from? Ah, here it is. The old fern. Brainbug. Are there some... Let's see. There are some interesting concepts regarding ape locomotion from Kong. Yeah, I was asked last time if I thought that Kong was a gorilla or a hominin. My answer was it depends on the version of Kong, right? I mean, we could be dealing with a hominin depending on the locomotion. The locomotion, that bipedal stance, that obligate bipedality, is one of the biggies with regard to is it a hominin or is it not? Rule 34, true. Sunflower, an alcohol problem. Surely not. But it's okay. You know, all in moderation. The symptoms following the ingestion of an egg are less severe. I need this in real life, you know? I need that kind of acclamation for IRL egg consumption. My IRL eggs can give me a bellyache sometimes. Kong does some serious quadrupedal locomotion. Godzilla vs. Kong. Really? Ugh, that feels kind of dumb. Is it dumb, Dapper? Tell me. For the next, let's see, the Netflix anime reboot I super dig. Oh, there was a anime reboot of Godzilla and Kong? A kaiju anime? You could be telling me about this stuff, and yet you choose not to. Email sent. Thank you, Carnivorous Ape. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will know it's you. Okay, let's see. We gotta get Lee to sleep. Come on, Lee. Come on, Lee. You gotta hit the hay. Okay. Godzilla Singularity Point anime. Amazing. Wait, I'm sorry. Brachiation, quadrupedal locomotion, and bipedality? All three, Braybug? Are you serious? In Godzilla vs. Kong? Kong's doing all three? Allow me to press X to doubt on that one. Not that he does that, but that's a reasonable... you know, we're ditching the bone, actually. Because the bone you can't even kill anything with. Allow me to press X to doubt on that kind of adaptation. It's the locomotion paradox. You can't be good at all three. You know? You can be Garbo at all three, I guess. But you certainly can't be good. An efficient mover and shaker with brachiation, quadrupedal locomotion, and bipedality. It's not gonna happen. The trifecta, I can't believe that, Brainbug. Okay. Well, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I see. So I find it hard to believe that anyone on Godzilla vs. Kong, like, you know, the franchise where big monsters fight each other, was like, damn, we better make sure we get the primatology right on this one. You know, we better hire someone to come in and let us know that what we're up to here is above board, so to speak. We certainly don't want to misconstrue how it is that big monsters can move about. Wait, Alexander, the bone can kill? It's a movie, Erica. Yeah, I recognize that bead, but I get offended when movies think I'm an idiot. I get very offended by movies. Like, you know, you have to remember, I'm from the snowflake generation, so I myself am a snowflake bead. So I don't do well when movies are insulting to me and thinking I'm a dummy. You know? I appreciate the show not tell rule. I just, you know, I take Monkey very seriously. If you're gonna tell me about Monkey, you better, you know, you better get your Monkey right. Chill. Sorry, Jared. I'm sorry if I upset anyone with my passion for cinematically accurate primates. My mistake. It's like you don't even know what channel you're on. Goofballs. Okay, for those of you who maybe don't know, because it's an interesting thing, so brachiation is swinging through the trees using two limbs. So the front two limbs, the arms, it's like the classic Tarzan swinging from tree to tree, from vine to vine. That's considered brachiation. Movies don't think we're idiots. They grasp it non-layman. No. I don't mean in that sense. Carnivorous ape. I don't mean that everyone should be a primatologist. I'm mostly complaining about how some movies do the thing where they're like, it's kind of like anime logic, right? Where they repeat the same stuff that they've already told us because they think we've maybe forgotten, you know? So, you know, they'll show, I don't know, like some monster eating radioactive material, right? And then later, they'll have a character when the monster is, you know, supremely powerful because of the radioactive material consumption. They'll be like, oh my god, it's like it's eating some kind of radioactive material. As if we're not intelligent enough to understand that the fact that we saw it eating, like, plutonium or something earlier means that that's probably the root cause of its newfound abilities. I don't expect everyone to be a primatologist or to be interested in the science of monkey. I recognize that it's not for everyone, for sure. Fernando says, how come in every movie they always shoot a monster which clearly isn't affected by conventional weapons? Don't they see that it will bounce off? Yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, so the movie logic is really bad. Look at these two boys right here. They're just relaxing on that rock. Please don't mess with me. I didn't mess with you. Yeah, usually those guys are pretty little mini Andrewsarchus. They're pretty chill. Yeah, usually the movie logic thing is most severe in rom-coms, like the movie logic situation. They tend to do a lot of the, wait, I can explain, you know? And then she's like, you've already done enough. And then he just watches as she walks out angrily. It's like, dude, anyone in their right mind would be like, no, wait, I'm serious, I really can't explain. And then her, being a human being with a functioning brain, would be like, ah, yes. Perhaps you can explain the situation to me, you know? And then that, but that would eliminate the last third of the movie. So you can't do that, unfortunately. Carnivorous ape. Do you like George in the movie Rampage? I actually never saw Rampage, and the reason I didn't see Rampage is it was a weird situation of where I was unable to actually get to the movies, and I've just never gotten around to it. But I really, the funny thing is I really like Rampage the game. When I was younger, when I was a youth, a youngster. The heck is... Why are they all freaking out? Okay. When I was a little kid, they used to have an arcade game of Rampage at the gymnastics academy that my parents had me go to. Look at how this bone is situated. And, I ended up playing a lot of Rampage there. I was actually bummed, though, with Rampage that they didn't go with the plot point where the monsters were humans, right? Like, they just went with, oh, George is an albino gorilla that's been impacted by some kind of mysterious chemical, and then ends up as a larger gorilla. And Dahlia says, I had Rampage for the NES. Cool. I had the souped up version. Time to hit a snake with a bone. For the Wii. Noxum, anyone die yet? Yes, we had a very tragic first 10 minutes of the game. Wait, okay boomer? Walker? How okay boomer? You gotta be careful throwing the boomer slur around. I do need to watch Rampage, though, if we're being completely honest. Not watching Rampage when it's got a giant gorilla in it is no one's fault but mine. It's so broad it doesn't hold up unless you're willing to call every movie bad. Jesse, fair enough. Okay, let's see. I imagine there's probably something valuable at the top of this. Classic Nintendo. Jared, are you referring to an N64 or a NES? Because the classic Nintendo is different depending on who you're talking to. You know, I'm a 1996, born 1996, so for me, you know, I was right on the growing up. I was right on the crest between the 64 and the GameCube. And then my sister is younger than me, so we also had the Wii in the house. And people sleep on the Wii. The Wii was fun. There were some really fun games for the Wii. Walker's not backing up his boomer insult. How interesting. You should check out, let's see, Kamen Rider, episode 1. I'll check it out. I'll give it a look-see. They gave Ralph the ability to fly so it didn't fall the game. They gave Ralph the ability to fly? Why? Or, listen, what's even the... If we're not sticking to the Rampage lore, what's even the point? What do we got here? Oh, yeah. A precious metal. This is... I knew there was going to be something good at the... Didn't I say? There was going to be something good at the top of this tall rock. Precious stones. Very nice. Emerald. Help form couples or convince an outsider to join your clan. Well, if we could only find an outsider. Ever since Oo's death, I don't think anyone wants to join our clan, unfortunately. And, you know, they might be a bit justified in that. I might hazard that. You know, maybe an unpopular opinion. My favorite game that I played on the Wii was probably either... I very much enjoyed Mario Kart Wii. I was, if I do say so myself, an ace on Mario Kart Wii. Dry Bones with the classic motorcycle, you know, catch me on DK Mountain, see what happens, right? But, to be fair, my favorite game on the Wii was, I think Super Paper Mario was my favorite. And I know that's a very divisive Paper Mario to pick, because it departs fairly radically from the classic Paper Mario format, I guess you would say. Alright, we're about to hit the snake. With the precious stone. An emerald can be used. Wait. Did we just kill the... Okay, that's incredible. We just killed the rock python with the precious stone. Can we butcher with the precious stone? Looks like we can. Didn't you evolve at the end of the last episode? Yes, Vandalia, we are sailing to Chidensis. True. Mario Kart Wii is very fun, Brainbug. My favorite on the Wii would be the Pikmin. Yeah, Pikmin is fun too. Alright, we need to incorporate the snake kind of nutrient. Dang, I can't believe we killed that guy with a precious stone. Who Who does that? I guess Lee is a different breed. Lee doesn't exactly mess around. She's not here to play. That's true, TD. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to disparage the other Paper Mario games, because Paper Mario is a great franchise. But I gotta be honest, I really did enjoy Super Paper Mario. I know it did depart from the classic format. It doesn't have the turn-based combat that the originals do, but I really like it. What can I say? Tiktaalik, talking about Mario, Yoshi's canon dinosaur with scientific name, and he gets on the genus. Damn, I don't know. You'd have to ask a dinosaur person for that. But that's really funny that they went with the legitimate genus for Yoshi. I mean, Yoshi strikes me as kind of an egg-eating theropod. Noxum, have you ever wondered while playing this game the things our ancestors would have seen from so long ago that altered how you looked at them? I mean, I wouldn't say that this game in particular has done that. I find human evolution incredibly romantic. I really do. I think it's very fun to think about and kind of mull over. How many times have we gone through a thought process that ancestors as early as Sahelanthropus chilensis followed through the exact same way? You know, be it being annoyed by a sibling or learning a new skill. It's incredible to me. And this game is fun in the ass. Like, I said this last time, I can't believe this game got made. You know, someone really did go to the Epic Games CEO and was like, hey, let's do a game where you are monkey, right? Like, you do the whole human evolution from the common ancestors, hominins and panins, all the way up to, like, Australopithecus afarensis, I believe, is as far as this one will go. And they just made it. I think that's so bold. That's so cool that this game even was kind of given the go-ahead. But I wouldn't say that this game necessarily has changed my perspective. It's certainly enjoyable in the sense that it's quite fun to imagine. It was probably a little stressful, you know, being a member of Sahelanthropus, wandering the ancient jungles, deciduous woodlands, trying to figure out exactly how you were going to get to your favorite watering hole when there was a massive, you know, nest of African rock pythons in the way. But the thing about cognition is that it truly is such a massive gradient. And I think too often we try to think of everything in the sense of, how human is it? How human-like was this animal to us? And, you know, I don't think that that's unfair. We are human, right? But at the same time, it's always good to imagine, you know, engaging these organisms on their own terms. You know, Sahelanthropus chilensis wasn't evolved to be a rung on the ladder to humanity. It was its own unique organism that hung out and did its own thing and thrived. Did quite well in the Miocene. Noxum, I'm enthralled by how you look at human evolution. Thank you, Noxum. On a scale of 1 to 10, on biological accuracy scale. So Jesse, so the thing is this game is quite earnest in the sense that it did its absolute best with the information it had when it was coming out. But I think inevitably it will probably grow less accurate over time. So for instance, there are some that propose that we actually descend probably from a common ancestor that was more closely related to suspensory brachiators, like gibbons, than to an arboreal quadruped. Ooh, we are low on dopamine. I thought I had a rock. Where's the... Oh, okay, we're hysterical. Awesome. We're about to beam back to the home base. Unless we can get away. Okay, good. That means we can get that precious stone back. Okay, so we got a broken bone. I wonder if I wasn't holding that precious stone in the right hand to use it as a weapon. Fernando says, have you played Primal Rage? I have not. That sounds amazing, though. Immortal combat with prehistoric organisms? That's a little too good. That's a little too amazing. Machiarotus doesn't look like it does in the game. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking mostly from the perspective of primate evolution, but I would imagine that... I mean, it's kind of working with what it's got, right? Additionally, there's been a lot of, you guys have probably seen some of the haters out there on Sahelanthropus chilensis. There are a lot of folks that are like, hey, it turns out Sahelanthropus chilensis, Tomai, if you will, is not in the human lineage. Because there was a recent study that came out that was essentially like, this was by Macchiarelli et al. That was like, look at it. The associated femur that we have, which is a cross-section of the epiphysis of the femur, so the middle part, doesn't look like it belongs to a biped. So how the heck are we supposed to say that this guy was, that this organism was bipedal? It so clearly wasn't. And I've talked to a couple of anthropologists that I know since then and been like, what do you make of this? And, interestingly enough, the majority of them are like, okay, so here's the weird thing. Sahelanthropus chilensis was classified as bipedal, and, we're currently Sahelanthropus chilensis in this game now, which was likely a habitual biped. And they were like, Sahelanthropus chilensis is not classified as bipedal for no reason. The reason it was classified as at least a habitual biped is because of the location of the foramen magnum, which is ventral on the skull. And finding a femur whose cross-section seems more in line with a classical knuckle-walking quadruped doesn't change that. Likely, what's gone on here is that and Guy et al. Kind of discusses this with relation to all of the material that's associated with Sahelanthropus chilensis in his paper, which I actually haven't checked it a couple months, but it was on the board to be potentially accepted by Nature. It was under review. And Guy et al. Was like, nah. The cross-section is, first of all, it doesn't matter, because we've got this ventral foramen magnum. And it's a lot easier to have a flexible leg than it is to have a flexible hole at the base of your skull. You can't exactly alter the nature of that. It's either at the base and it supports a vertebral column directly underneath it, or it's more to the back. It's more dorsal and supports a backwards exit of that spinal cord and more quadrupedal locomotion. The bottom line is the anthropologists that I've talked to are mostly of the school that the associated cross section of the femur. Please be basalt. Please be basalt. Yes! We can make a basalt chopper. And we can crack this coconut open. But they are mostly of the school that associated femur doesn't actually belong to Sahelanthropus chilensis, and instead likely belongs to another Miocene hominid. But even if they do, it does end up that this is an associated epiphysis of the femur. It doesn't designate an obligate quadruped, is what I'm saying. Okay, venerable beads. So let's see, homininia have to be bipedal, or would that make it hominina? So the thing, so that's a great question. So the thing is, typically when it comes to being a hominin, right, like the defining characteristics of early members of our lineage tend to be reduction of the canine teeth and bipedal locomotion. So a more upright stance. Those are the two biggies that we see first. Pretty much ubiquitously across hominins. For that same reason, all of the Australopithecines have reduction in canine size and are all bipedal. So those tend to be the first two. Now, having something that isn't a perfect biped isn't just not surprising, it's expected. If evolution is true, you have to have an awkward middle period. It shouldn't be a lethal hazard to the organism. Like, every intermediate step has to provide some kind of fitness benefit. But that doesn't mean that Sahelanthropus chilensis is winning any bipedal foot races, right? Vandalia, so, are we still the ancestors of both chimps and humans, or are we split yet? Or are we the ancestors of gorillas still? Oh, in this game? Yeah, we've split from the Pannons. Carnivorous ape, wasn't there an N15 study done that showed the reasons humans evolved larger brains was eating meat? Carnivorous ape, yes, there is an association with with an omnivorous diet with larger brain case size. Now, my thinking for this is probably going to be in line with the most recent literature that I've read, which tends to be on Neanderthal hunting preferences. Neanderthals are a perfect kind of corroboratory hominin to look at, because these guys are another big-brained, late-stage member of genus Homo, who's doing a lot of incorporating a lot of meat in their diet. And because they were so robust, they were much larger than we are currently, as far as weight goes, volume goes. Mass, I guess would be a better way of putting it. But they were shorter than us, nevertheless. And so they actually required something to the tune of 3,000 to 5,000 calories per day. Which is, that's insane. And it's not surprising that when we find what is associated as Neanderthal butchery sites, that it seems that they're taking the calorie-rich organs, like the brain and the heart, and the liver, rather than leaner meats, like Homo sapiens was doing. So it certainly seems that there is an association with preferring a high level of meat content in your diet, particularly high calorie, high energy level meat content in your diet, in order to upkeep a large brain case, if that makes sense. Eat the dinosaur behind you. I can't hunt the guinea fowl, weirdly enough. I've kind of got to keep an eye out for crocodiles. That's Crocodile Island right there. And I've had bad times there before. I'm not trying to have a bad time there again. But we are going to risk it. Noxum, excellent. Improved dexterity means making tools. Yeah, true. Choppers and scrapers. Absolutely. And the fat, they did hunt mammoths. Yeah, true. Yeah. And Neanderthals are very interesting. They were different from us. They were certainly in a separate species, at least genetically. And because of their morphologic form, they had to kind of seize the opportunity to exploit resources that maybe H. sapiens wasn't kind of pushed to use, right? A really great book on that is Kindred. It came out somewhat recently. Venerable Bede, have you heard that they're attempting to recreate the mammoth Yeah, Pleistocene Park. Yeah, I'm a hopeless romantic with all this stuff, so I hope they do it. I mean, it's crazy to think about, but mammoths didn't go extinct until really, really recently. I mean, mammoths have been around since up to 10,000 years ago, or so, 10, 12,000 years ago, so. I believe what was the, oh, are we about to kill this warthog? Cheers. Jesse says, are there any upcoming games that I'm looking forward to? I hope to play, this is kind of silly, I hope to play Far Cry Primal on this channel. I know that's kind of lame, or whatever. But it seems like the natural progression. You play Ancestors, you reach Australopithecus afarensis, or Enamensis, and then you proceed to doing the Neanderthal early archaic sapiens jaunt, if you will. Yeah, Dapper, that's what I was going to say. I couldn't remember the isles that it was, but it's the Wrangel Island mammoths. Yeah, so 10,000 years ago. So to me, I don't think that you can really... I've heard some arguments from folks who are like, no, we don't want to reintroduce mammoths. Like, the environment has changed. They are not meant to be around anymore, etc., etc. I don't think you can make that argument. The environment has simply not changed to the degree that I would imagine mammoths would have gone entirely extinct without the help of humans. Now, climatic change is always a huge factor. And climatic change, while today is mostly the fault of humans, has not always been the case. We've lived in a beautifully temperate time period for the past 10, 12,000 years. So, my thinking is that bringing the mammoths back to the steppes, I mean, we've already got Megafauna that's still dwelling there. Muskox, I think Perswell's Scorch is still hanging out up there. I think Bactrian camels could do quite well up there as well. I don't think you can justify the environment not being prepared to handle mammoths as a reason to not make the effort. Can you imagine? I'm probably blinded by my hopeless romanticism of the idea of bringing mammoths back, though. The question is, would it truly be a mammoth, right? I mean, I think the way that they're going about it right now is by altering Asian elephant genomes. Does that make it a mammoth? I don't know. The lesson for today is that the biological species concept is arbitrary. Vandalia. Can you use the tusk of the warthog you killed for anything? No, unfortunately. I have Far Cry Primal, and I beat it to 100%. Hell yeah, Stone Gorilla. Thank you. That makes it seem like it's going to be awesome. Atlas Pro did a video on Pleistocene Park from Venerable Beat. I need to check that out. And Noxum says, what's your opinion on the proposal that eventually humans will be so well blended that it resembles modern Brazil? I think that assumes that human intermixing is going to maintain kind of a trajectory like it is currently, and that also that trajectory will look similar to the melting pot that is the United States. I mean, I don't have an issue with it. I think that'd be dope. Or not. I mean, maybe people won't mix as much. Jarnson's crocodile. Get the out of here, buddy. Walker. Screw Jackson. You, me, and Dan can do it without him. Yeah, I know. He's being hesitant, Walker. I don't know why he... Why do you hesitate? What do you stall for, Jackson? Bring the mammoth back. I like to think that Jackson is just, like, really into muskox, and he doesn't want the muskox to be, he doesn't want the muskox to be outcompeted by the mammoths. Which, I can understand the muskox loyalty, I guess. Carnivore State, do you have a stance on dietary science? I think there's too much money involved to not be biased. Yeah, Carnivore State, you make some interesting points. I mean, I don't think that it's a coincidence that, fat, like the macromolecule fat, was considered to be lipids, right? In the dietary sense, was considered to be, like, the big enemy for, like, 30 years or something. And everyone was like, you don't want to eat that thing, it's got too much fat in it. And then we all found out that the sugar industry was behind the study that vilified fat, right? So I think it would be really difficult to say that bias has absolutely nothing to do with, like, governmental, science standards for diets, I guess. We're gonna take this boy out. Come on, bring it on. I mean, God. Maybe this is, silly of me, but I tend to think that our diets are quite flexible. Humans, weirdly enough, we kind of have garbage disposal bellies. Like, we're the raccoons of the primate world. We can eat just about anything. But that doesn't mean we thrive on just about everything. We do better, obviously, on some things than others. And the natural human diet appears to be something that is mostly fruits and vegetables with a slight, adage of grain and a decent amount of meat. Yeah. So I'm hoping that we get a really nice revolution with regard to lab-grown meats, or at least better supplements, because I think that veganism, as far as the climate goes, is really awesome and is almost one of the only ways forward if we don't change our ways with regard to emissions. As far as what the ideal human diet is, you can't not include meat, I don't think. So better supplements or lab-grown meats or a more efficient way of farming, I don't know. It's going to have to be one of those things. Noxum, for me, the woolly mammoth, maybe Irish wolf. Absolutely not. Oh, the Irish wolf, can you imagine? That would be so, like, conceptually, that's so fun. I would be terrified. Very, yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. I know that, side note, they were planning on reintroducing the, European lynx to Scotland somewhat recently, as kind of like a test for, hey, how cool would it be for everyone if we reintroduced wolves to Scotland? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I love these streams because I always learn something. Oh, Matthew, that is excellent to hear. I learned how to sharpen a stick. Okay, less good. But at least you do know how to sharpen a stick. That's good, right? That's good. Yeah, you guys should, if you're ever bored, you should check out some of the professional flint knappers out there, because there are people who, what they do is they show how modern humans can kind of mimic how archaic humans fashioned tools using, like, flint knapping and things like that. Because that's a technology in and of itself. People like to think that you just take two random rocks and bang them together. there is a huge amount of cognition that goes into selecting the proper rocks for flint knapping. Come on, bring it on, buddy. We're here to decimate Crocodile Island. Venerable bead. Irish school fainted thing. I wonder if they meant Irish elk. Oh, I thought they just meant reintroducing wolves, modern wolves. I know that there's been some, when I was in the UK, there was quite a bit of kind of contention around that. People get worried that they're gonna eat their pets and such. Jesse, I thought Irish wolves was referring more to, just modern European grey wolves being reintroduced to Scotland or Ireland. Ryan says, could Australopithecus have hunted gazelles like baboons today? Australopithecines could have hunted gazelles, certainly. The way that they would have done it would be inherently very different than how baboons do it today. Modern hunting in Papuines, so genus Papio, and probably Mandrillus. I would feel comfortable including Mandrillus in that as well. So Leucophaeus and Sphinx. So your mandrills and your drills. Usually, it's only your males that are going out there and hunting. This is pretty different because your Cercopithecids, your Cercopithecoids, I guess you would say, are easily the most dimorphic, sexually dimorphic of the primates. I mean, mandrills are considered by some to be the most sexually dimorphic mammal on the planet. I mean, they've got these big old honking 6-inch, 7-inch canine teeth. They run into something like a dyke and they just puncture that thing, it's done. If Australopithecines are going around and hunting, it's probably going to be something that's much more akin to group ambush or group hunting. Much more like what we see with chimpanzees. Maybe even more so. I mean, I think there's a bit of a misconception with chimps that they use these, their canine teeth to kill the colobus monkeys or the dikes that they hunt. But panins like panins like bonobos and chimpanzees, they, somewhat morbidly, I would suppose, they kill their prey by ripping it apart. So they use their incredible physical strength to actually tear their food limb from limb. So whether we're talking tool use or physical strength, Australopithecines are probably going to be doing something much more similar to chimps than baboons. I know, Jesse, we are wreaking havoc on the crocodiles, but the thing is, we're trying to implement omnivory into our hominins here, so we've got to take out a couple of crocodiles. Can you feed the food you kill to the baby? No, but they do try to eat it. It's very cute. They do try to, they reach out when you're eating stuff. It's adorable, actually. Alright, let's see here. You can't even eat the frogs, and they're everywhere. Okay, let's see. Where's that rascally crocodile that's been around here? Lee the hunter. She's on the case. Lee is not interested in screwing around here. Is this one of our boys? Yeah, we've attacked this guy before. I think it takes... Oh no, we're using the rock! Okay, bad move. The good news is we've probably built up a hell of a lot of neuronal energy, so we could like try to induce hysteria and get back to the homestead, because I really don't want to try to cross this lake again and risk drowning. Frog legs are good eating, lots of meat. True, Dapper. Yeah, I've had frog legs before. But they're pretty good. All right, let's induce hysteria. We need to get the heck out of here. Alright, we're out of here. We don't need to risk another, Oh shoot, I forgot our leg was broken. We need to eat some of this. Some of these, cot leaves. That'll help us. Is that a real species of crocodile? Yeah, to my knowledge. I'm not the local crocodile expert though. You might have to ask our reptile guys for that. How strong could are Australopithecines compared to chimps? That's a really good question, Ryan. If excuse excuse me. If memory serves, Australopithecines are relatively intermediate. I mean, they tend to be intermediate on most things. Holy moly. Who killed this warthog? I guess we could butcher it. Okay. Whew. Yeah, so they're pretty intermediate. Now, your average chimpanzee male is about 3 times stronger than your average human male. These guys have all of their muscles dedicated to this this twitch style that lends itself to big brute strength. And what they have in brute strength, they lack in dexterity. So, this is why a chimpanzee isn't going to be as capable of napping a stone, for instance, as a hunter-gatherer would. Not by a long shot. And why they're quite awkward when you see them trying to paint or things like that. They don't have a twitch style that allows them, a muscle twitch style that allows them to do these slow, precise movements. So an Australopithecine, given we know they use tools and their brain case was more similar to chimps, but still pretty intermediate, would suggest that Australopithecines are probably more leaning towards chimps as far as their strength goes. So, I don't know, maybe 2.5 times the strength of a modern human. That's a total speculation, though. What we do know is their brain case size and their, Are you serious? Lee! We even heard the sound that it was good enough. I hate this game. Okay. We're in baby mode now. Okay, no more drinking White Claws before we play. Alright, we gotta find ourselves a nice little hiding place or make our way back home. Where's home? That way. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go for it, I think. Oh my god, she's so scared. Actually, I have no idea if our baby here is male or female. F's in the chat. Obviously hit us with an F in the chat. We're gonna have to switch to water to make our gaming a little more epic. Oh man, ugh, so bad. F's in the chat. Rage quit? No, we're not quite there yet. We're getting close. But we're not quite there yet. Yeah, evolution is a rough process, Hoosier. The baby monkey is gonna be like Batman. True. I can't believe we lost Lee. Lee was so OP. Yeah, thank you, gang. Thank you for the Fs. Oh my god, this sad little baby. Oh, so tragic. We're going all the way back home, though. Oops. I think I just saw the HUD was like, take your time. There's no rush. Oh, honey. You don't know what we're going through here. The lineage is not doomed, not a genius. I resent that. We're gonna make it back home. It's gonna be totally fine. And then we're gonna skip a couple generations so that we can avoid the consequences of having 2 adults dead. See, you should have listened to Steve Irwin and not messed with the crocs. Listen, I was just trying to do what was best for the lineage, DD. I don't need your sass. Just kidding. She's a beauty. Oh boy. That's a real beautiful female. I think she's probably intermediate in age. I really want to watch what I have to study. Oh, it's okay, I'm a frog 4. Don't worry about it. Thank you for being here for the short period of time that you were here. You'd make an awful god. Yeah, true. Very true. I'm old. Look, I had to look up F in the chat. F. Thank you, though, Onion, for looking it up and giving us an F for Lee. She really did, she did us good. Okay, we're so close to the... We need to rest for just a quick second and get our strength back before shooting for the stars here. Oh, boy. Yeah, there are unpleasant things in the water. Jesse, I don't need to hear that. We're going for it. I think home is directly in that direction. Apes hate water in real life. True, Ryan. Most of us sink. Humans are quite good in the water. Chimps can be taught. But swimming is this weird mix of having like a decent density and also managing your breathing. So chimps are much denser than we are. They're not great. They're not great as far as not sinking. Guess we're still on the end of the crocodile food chain. Yeah, we're not on the good end, Vandalia. Jesse says, no worse than the god that creationists believe in. No worse, true, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I was, why were you a fan of primates for Brian? Who, me? Why am I a fan of primates? I am one, and I think they're awesome. I think they're really cool. You know, we've got these highly cognitive, highly social organisms that aren't exactly the beefiest or the strongest or the have the sharpest teeth or claws, but they make it through. They make it through life by managing to cooperate and having high cognition, big brain. Damn, I didn't know we died so close to Crocodile Island. You know what? It's time to do a little evolution here, I think. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's see. So mindful, do you think it's any... Let me do this real quick. Evolution. So mindful, do you think it's any amount that causes this, or am I simply using too much? Or would I simply benefit from dropping and focusing more on my studies? Oh wait, hold on. I've got a question regarding cannabis, if that's okay. Yeah, I've been struggling a tad with my use on it, and I've been confronting my short-term memory loss. That's a really good question. I feel almost as if I shouldn't be speaking on it, since I'm not a medical doctor. I tend to run in the school of anything in moderation. That said, I have, some people are prone to poor reactions from certain recreational drugs. I myself don't do too hot with some of them. I'm naturally a bit neurotic. And so, for instance, I don't tangle with some of the more hallucinogenic stuff, for lack of a better word. So, I think that that's something that if you derive a benefit from it that's outside of just, this feels quite good, like it calms you down or anything of kind of that nature, I think it's worth not fully giving up on it. I think it'll probably take some trial and error to find out what works for you. But at the same time, if you're getting the vibe that it's not doing too much to help you, then I might cool it for a little bit. I mean, the nice thing about that is that you can always back off, and if you miss the benefits that you were previously enjoying, you can always go back to it. But consult your doctor, is what I would say. That would be my inkling. Don't the great apes have a bigger bone density, which means they sink more often? Yeah, they do. Their bone density is greater than ours. Yeah. There's a benefit to having kind of spongier bones when it comes to long distance running. That tends to be the benefits we enjoy. Dahlia, what is the baby, a mind controller? Yep, baby is a mind controller. Yes. You need more members to reproduce, or you might not have enough diversity. Listen, Angel, I know. I know. We are moderately dire straits. We're going to be okay, though. We can always recruit more members. That could go with all drugs. True, Jared. That's true. Yeah, some people get a lot out of it. Yeah, some people really do get a lot out of it. I mean, I think that there's 100% benefits to certain recreational drugs, and I think that some of the work that's been done somewhat recently on the impact of certain, like mushrooms on depression and things like that, certainly speaks to that. It's not a cure-all, and it's not going to work for everyone. Everyone's body is different and metabolizes things uniquely. So what may work in mushroom form for some may be better as an SSRI for others. But, I mean, I think that medical professionals are always better off if they consider every kind of treatment for their patient. Even if they're not, like, super keen on the idea of prescribing something to someone. Like, personally, because they think it's got like a stigma to it. So, I mean, I personally don't engage in any recreational drug use at this point in my life. It's not for me, but for some people, it really works for them. And far be it from me to to kind of campaign for them not to have access to that. I mean, I find it pretty interesting that the dudes who are in charge of the legislation seem to not have a huge density of degrees in medical science. Maybe we ought to leave this one to the doctors. But that's just me. Fernando Creates just be like, is this the missing link? I'm offended by that, Fernando. The thing is, these days, a lot of the creationists I encounter tend to be like prime po, right? Like, they say shit and I'll be like, I can't tell if this is satire or not. I really can't, and that, you know, that doesn't, it's a very Lucille Bluth. This doesn't bode well. Alright, we're gonna go finish off that crocodile that offed us last time. And we're going as Lou. We'll be keeping an eye out for any potential new clan members as we go. Because that's how we roll. What's everybody saying? You guys talking about my bad drug takes? Oh no, everyone seems to be pretty chill. Some medication can cause memory loss. That's true, yeah. I mean, I think... Oh, thank you. I'll continue to think on this. Cool, my Jets is that. I think that's a good idea, so. I mean, ultimately, I can give you my opinion, but I'm mostly just giving you my opinion as if, you know, as a friend, right? As someone who's like, you know, this is my, I've certainly engaged in that kind of, drug usage before, and these are my thoughts on it. So best of luck. Don't get me started. Yeah, Venerable Bede. Yeah. Yeah, the United States' drug policy isn't great. I tend to think that any kind of universal ban tends to go poorly as far as politics goes. I don't talk a lot of politics on this channel because I'm just not qualified for it. But I tend to think that any universal ban tends to be like, it always backfires. Like, they tend to be like, oh, look, we've banned this thing, and it turns out it's useful in some way. It's like, oh, yeah, I don't know. Carrie Bronson, by the power of stick, I am chosen for $2. Thank you. Yes, the stick has found pleasure in favoring you. Go back, I want to be monkey. True spunky monkey. Yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't? Banning alcohol worked out super well, Dapper. Yeah, really good. Really good stuff only. Only good things resulted from the banning of alcohol. Yeah, it turns out in, at least in the United States, people don't tend to react too well to you can't do thing. I tend to get really upset about that. Ooh, thunderstorm. Okay, Venerable Bede. It's not even being against drugs, it's more nefarious. Yeah, I know exactly where you're coming from, and yes, I would agree. I tend to agree on that. There's some real interesting, spooky stuff that goes on with that. Exactly what you're talking about there, Bede. The minute you have a universal ban, you create a black market. That's true, too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we could talk... we could talk for a long time on the merits, or rather, dismerits of universal bans on things. It's also just, you know, kind of funnily enough, it tends to be really bad human nature-wise. Like, we're big monkey, and we tend to not do so well when someone's like, hey, you can't have access to this ever again. And then we're like, don't tell me what to do. Noxum, you're not wrong. For those who remember Probish, yeah, yeah, Dapper was just talking about that. Can you get struck by lightning? Oh my god. I don't know, but with the luck that's going for us on this particular stream, maybe. We'll see. Alright, we're taking this guy out. Come on. Is it gonna take a third? Okay, Lou. You worthless POS. Lou ain't no Lee, let's put it that way. Alright, we're gonna have to do some altering, as usual. Yeah, Noxum, I will say that we've got a really cool audience. The people who show up here, we just have a really great ratio of smart people to dummies. Like, I don't think I've seen very many dummies on this channel. I'm always, you know, makes me feel really good that this kind of group of people feels comfortable around here. Because, you know, if we can't follow the science, what can we follow? If you can't trust in empiricism, what can you trust in? And I think that that's the attitude a lot of folks around here hold. Not a genius. We are avenging Lee. Not a genius is trying to shame me for avenging our fallen sister. Come on. We're taking him out. This'll bring him right over here. Take him out. Not a genius? I guess someone's not a genius. Puts on sunglasses. Just kidding. Yeah, that would be nice, Vandalia. It'd be nice if we really could use more of our kills. Look at Lou. Lou is like nice. I know, Dapper, I know. I know you're sad about the Archosaur, but the thing is, this Archosaur came at us. This Archosaur picked this fight. Justice for Lee. True, Jesse. Yeah, true. I hear a big cat, too. We're getting out of here. Sorry. Swear. Where is he? I heard that as well. Sounds like it's coming from over there. Oh, is he stuck behind the log? What an idiot. That dummy can't even reach us. He's stuck behind the log. You taunted it. That's true, Dapper, but, you know, this is a very eye for... We run by the Hammurabi's Code around here. The Hammurabi's Code. We're not trying to shake. Right now we're trying to butcher with a granite stone, which is like the worst thing to butcher with. Newly discovered tool, butchering. Now we'll eat of the crocodile. It's very symbolic and such. Look at the baby. The baby's like, yeah, give me some of that. No, baby. Can't eat crocodile. Me the dumb. No, trust me. I promise you, Vesta. You are among friends. There tends to be a pretty... Oh, we got a bone now. We're about to chase this bad boy off. Come on. I'm feeling overconfident. Whack this guy right in the face. Hard bones can be used to strike a white Machairodus. Yeah, maybe he shouldn't have come to this neighborhood. I don't even know how this fool ended up on Crocodile Island. Come on, Lou. Intimidate. Did it with the baby on the back. Bad Mamma Jamma. Very true, Renkin. Very true. Bad Mamma Jamma. That's what we do around here. Is this dude still growling? We're gonna have to hit him with the bone a second time. Come on. Bring it on, jerk. There he is. Hit him with the bone. I'm really doubting this whole we're able to kill with the bone. I think Beowulf was saying that earlier. I do like to blame Beowulf. Beowulf also told me that you couldn't die from fall damage in this game. And I am not, that has not gone over well for us. Where are you, jerk? Oh, no, no, no. We'll drop the bone at some point. Oh, no. This is not... I picked the wrong fight, boys. That's okay. We're good. We're totally good. We're hysterical, but we're good. We're definitely about to teleport back to the, we're gonna teleport back to the base, for sure. Beeb says, I get a bachelor's in history, currently trying to figure it out if I want to have more debt. Yeah, the need to get all up. Do both! Or, better yet, if you can live on very little, you can certainly do the whole graduate teaching assistantship, and do the PhD for free. I mean, it's work, but, you know. if you're doing the YouTube channel too, that might help. It's easier said than done now. I mean, the whole system's kind of ganked up, honestly. Stripping! Ladies and gentlemen, the best skill in the whole game. Not a genius is always trying to shame me for my bold moves. It's okay, not a genius. You know, we're just trying to speed evolution up here by being unnaturally brave. Yeah, I caught another streaming. Hello, House of Reason, welcome! Yeah, we've had a rough stream today. Things have not gone very well for our lineage, but it's okay, we're totally on the rebound. Things are going much better now. Body language. What's the Little Mermaid quote? Ursula's like, don't worry, you don't need to speak to, like, win the guy of your dreams. You just gotta use a little body language. She does that. Carrie, I tried to super chat the above questions, but it wouldn't let me, so here's the super chat and said, Carrie, thank you, but that's so kind of you, but honestly, I'm happy to answer questions, super chat or no, but very generous nonetheless. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for real. That, you know, I know I chuckle, but it really means more to me than you know. Stripping, giggity. Thank you, TD. Thank you for that valuable input. Okay, we are equipped with a child, we are equipped with a stick, but we don't have a mate. I think we're single. Yeah, look at that. The HUD shames Lou for being single. Crappy social question, which generation do you think you belong to? Which generation? Like, millennials versus Gen Z? Noxon? Is that what you're asking? Because I'm 1996, baby, so I fit smack dab in between. And I have a younger sister, so... but older cousins, so I tend to get influence from both. Stripping, the new meta. Very true, Fernando, it is the new meta. Our boy Lou, you know, he's gonna pay his way through, stick making. Let's see here. See, these guys, see, can't get those ones. Cannot get them. I mean, someone has to make the obvious stripping joke. This is YouTube after all. That's true. Only the best, funniest jokes for my chat. These are, only the most hilarious, original jokes for you guys. Obviously. Never waste your time like that. Okay, let's see here. Where are our natal cycads? They're freaking everywhere. They gotta be a natal cycad around here somewhere. Get to that beehive up there. Get some venom, debuff, or buff, I guess you would say. Classical education versus autodidactic, your opinion gets a given from whenever save. Both have their uses. The main thing that education, I think, has over autodidactic, that autodidactic can kind of provide within a conventional context, is the experience of the people who you're learning under. So for instance, teaching yourself statistics is doable. It's difficult, but you can do it. But learning statistics from someone who has been doing it for quite some time and understands kind of the minutia of how to teach it to someone else can kind of be a better use of your time almost, like it's almost more efficient. So formal education can offer a huge benefit in the experience sense, I would argue. I don't think that it's inherently better. I think that the reason people tend to offer it more credence, I suppose, is because of that experience aspect. My questions got swept away in the currents of the chat. I guess, okay, Carrie, please ask your question. I want more than anything to answer it. I'm all ears. Not a genius is just really coming for me today. You know what? Just for you, not a genius. We're getting another fight. One more fight. A stick can be used to strike a giant warthog. I'm just trying to waste your time, not a genius. Carrie, ask your question. You super chatted and I missed your question. I will stop this stream if you don't ask it again to find it, because I want to answer it for sure. Whoa. Awake early enough to catch the tail end of the monkey? True, Gus! You are catching the tail end of the monkey. We're doing some monkey stuff. Or monkey business. It was right there. Dang it. It was right there and I missed it. We're climbing a big, like, amusement park style vine. Oh, that's a shame. There are some videos online, hard to forget, for dogs being eaten by crocs. That's so sad. Orangaroo's better than Darmanitan. Miguel is here spitting absolute, like, spitting absolute hot takes. I like it. I love Orangaroo, and I love Darmanitan too. I think they're both great. Darmanitan is fun, just because it's got that cool double form, and Darumaka is also adorable. So that's what makes me like Darmanitan. But, you know, with Primate Pokemon, I have to be honest, I love them all. Dude! Okay, I'm glad that didn't get us, but still. That felt kind of... Is that a threat? Okay, cool. We walked right at it. I love it. Really great. This was where we died earlier. It would be... Can you imagine not getting into another fight when he's clipping through the wall? Whoa! The baby on my back was flipping out. Listen, in this game, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Next up, as on European, our generational classification studies are separate from your own. Technically, my generation belongs to the Thatcher generation, which is creepy. That's a bummer. I'm really sorry to hear that. The Thatcher generation. I'm curious as to what years that comprises. Because for us, it's like 94 to 97 tends to be really ambiguous. Like, maybe you're a millennial, maybe you're a zoomer. Culturally, it tends to be like, oh, do you remember 9/11? Well, I remember 9/11. I was, like, in kindergarten, but I do remember it. So it seems to me that the generational gap is based entirely on how shitty or non-shitty your memory is. So by some classifications, I'd be millennial, and by others, a zoomer. Gen Z. Both of them are funny in different ways, so I don't really care. YouTube, YEC tier list tomorrow. Yes, of course, Dapper. Naturally. Miguel, would you consider sock and throw great apes? Okay, hot take, no. But the Machop line, yes, and the Girder line, yes. Girder, Conkeldurr, and Timber. The Timber line, yes. Sock and throw are too geologic for me, honestly. They look crystalline. Spunky Monkey, do you think it's possible for chimps to evolve despite human interference? If they successfully do, will it look similar to Planet of the Apes? So, no, I don't think so. I mean, yes, of course they can evolve. Would it look similar to Planet of the Apes? No, I don't think so, because Planet of the Apes tends to impose a very human style of evolution and just impose that on the other apes. I think that, and I've said this before on this channel, but we tend to not appreciate the other apes on their own terms as much. So I think that, yes, I mean, chimpanzees, orangutans, and gorillas are going to continue to evolve. Bonobos as well. Humans will continue to evolve. But the thing is that we will all evolve on our own terms in response to our own environmental pressures. Now, if you really want to get interesting, you could be like, okay, well, what if we forced chimpanzees out of the trees and onto the savannah? Then would they evolve into a hominin very similar to humans? Maybe, but they also don't face the same kind of megafaunal pressures that we faced. There is uniqueness even there. So I don't know. I think it's an interesting question to ask. Does evolution have a path in the sense that if you subject an organism that's morphologically similar to the same pressures, will you get the same result? I'm inclined to believe you'll get something similar, but not identical. Stone Gorilla says they're a millennial. Oh, cool. Sock and throw should be rock fighting. Yes. Sock and throw rock fighting, that's fair enough. Like lasting longer than apes. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, mammals, this is maybe an unpopular opinion, but it's quite possible that mammals are not going to rule this world for very long. At least in comparison to how long, like, the Mesozoic dinosaurs did. Or some of the lineages prior to them. I mean, you gotta think, like, arthropods have been doing pretty well on this planet for quite some time, so birds. Mammals are pretty new to the scene. And that's cool, like, maybe we'll do... Oh, this is bad. Oh! Luckily, we had the buff. Let's see here. This is definitely where that Macurotus was. But we gotta soup up our bipedality. Or Sahelanthropus, and we're still walking around on knuckles. Octopus will take over, if only. 2001 was crazy for me. Big earthquake where I lived in Washington. Yeah, true. I believe that, Venerable Bead. I do believe that. Yeah, my mother used to be a news anchor. And when I was born, she decided to break from the old job. My father's a doctor. And she got a job offer to return to work after that, after the 2001 incident. That will flag this. That will flag this channel 100%. Should we say it? Because that's how YouTube works. It was a really big deal. She had a lot of her buddies who were calling the house and being like, "You sure you don't want to come up and cover some of this?" And I remember, you know, one of the flights was still in the air while I was in kindergarten, so I had everybody get out of their desks because they weren't sure where it was going to land, and I was in an area along one of the flight paths. So they were like, "Well, I guess they did this stuff with the nuclear bomb, so it should work now too, I guess." And they just rolled with it. Really good, really good. I can hear a tiger coming from some Macurotus. Where's that rude Macurotus coming to rain on my parade? Okay, Matthew, I joked earlier about learning to sharpen sticks, but after watching your recent stone tools precludes younger creationism, it seems the number of tools found matches gameplay. Yeah, so the really interesting thing about that, so stone tools, when you create a stone tool, you usually take something that flakes very easily, a big rock that flakes easily, and smack a more heavy rock into it to core out the middle of it, and get something that is pretty strong with sharpened edges. And in doing that, you end up with a whole lot of flakes coming off of that rock, because you're smacking the edges and the flakes are flying off. And those flakes tend to only result from specific percussive movement. So there is a difference between stone tools and lithics, which I think I could have done a better job kind of specifying in that video, is that we find a whole lot of lithics and a whole lot of stone tools. But the lithics are one of the bigger problems for creationism. The stone tools too, but I should have been more clear. But yeah, I mean, we certainly know that chimpanzees have their own archaeology, for instance, which is really interesting. They have their own archaeologic period in some areas, usually in Western Africa, where you can find old stone tools from tens of thousands of years ago, from chimpanzee populations living in the same area. Making stone tools and doing their deal. It's really cool. And in that same vein, hominins have been making stone tools probably, I mean, my guess is that we've probably seen it since the likes of Sahelanthropus and Ardipithecus. As for what we can prove, Kenyanthropus, and more, like, subsequently, so 3.5 million years ago. That's a lot of time to have to make stone tools. So I don't think it's very surprising that we've got a lot of them. Miguel says, I read an article a few years ago that the more human-like Pokemon like Machamp and Hitmonchan's claws are nothing more than fur skin patterns. What are your views? It depends on the take. It depends on if we're using the original designs or if someone is being liberal in their interpretation of those designs. Okay, Vindalia, I learned I'm not your oldest fan, so I feel young now. Yeah. You're not, that's for sure. Crabs rule the world already, says Bede. Yeah, true. Carcinization is the, what is it? Return to monkey or progress to crab. Those are our only options. Okay, let's see. We gotta have some... That's all we got? Okay, we need to do... I wonder if we could do an evolution. Oh, that would be so bold, wouldn't it? We just do an evolution leap. Okay, we'll reinforce that. And building. We need to make some kids. I don't even think we have any females, like, in our gang. Female, please? Yuke. It's time to get it on with Yuke. Alright, we're gonna make two more youngins, and then we will go ahead and try to evolve. We'll see what happens. Almost definitely it will go poorly. But that's okay. I am so happy that so many people come to this every week, honestly. This is very fun for me. Oops, call mate, that's what we need to do. We need to get, who is it? I forget her name. We need to get our mate over here. I mean, she's no lead, let's put it that way. Wait, oh, drop child, okay, right. Call mate. Demand the mate's presence. She's coming, she's like, I'm on my way. You know, calm your hair, piloerection. Have you heard the apocryphal story about the group of monkeys that were introduced to the concept of currency and developed the ancient profession within ours? Nope, that's true, Carrie. You're 100% right. I have heard of that, and you're correct. Yeah, the study was actually done using grapes, which is a favorite treat of monkeys, capuchins. I believe the study was capuchins. And yeah, very quickly we found out that capuchin females are like, I'm in this for the grapes, and are willing to engage sexually with males that are willing to give them grapes, their grapes. There's a very interesting evolutionary dynamic as far as mating in general and resource acquisition. That's a constant push and pull between males and females, almost an evolutionary arms race. So I touched a little on that in my thesis, but mine is with relation to canine dimorphism. New baby, sweet. Baby with spontaneous genetic mutation, dexterity. Boy, I sure hope that it has something to do with bipedality since we're still knuckle walking. Okay, let's see. Evolution. Oh, we're not even gonna have access to this though. Okay, generation. 3 reinforcements. No, wait a second. The great part should be a mechanic in the game. True. Vandalia, are you taking the clan down the chimp path or bonobo path? We're going down the human path. So just to say, we're going down the ambiguous path. Which sex is the dominant sex? It depends on the population, which is a fun dynamic. Well, okay, I'm not in the mood to do that again. So let's see. We'll do building and item manipulation. All right, let's see if we can't evolve. We'll see what happens. I know we've done some good feats. Oh, 3 deaths. All 3 in this one stream. Or actually, I think we only had 2 in this stream. Are we evolving faster or slower than science? We're still ahead of the game. TD, what's your class and race for a totally hypothetical D&D campaign with that? Oh, totally hypothetical. Well, so the issue with that is myself and my fiance are both trying to have a complementary pair there, because we're total dweebs. And I think I'm gonna go, if it's okay with our DM, I think I'm gonna go with a homebrew imp, and I think I'm gonna go for a rogue, maybe an arcane trickster, is what I'm thinking. We'll see though. Okay, we're here. We are at the... Let's see. Where are we at? This is at least more defensible of a place, it looks like. As a boomer, I'm so sorry for disco. To be honest, I hated it, says Vesta. Don't ever apologize for disco. Disco brought us some very, very, very aesthetically fun clothes and locations. Like, disco brought us roller skating. like, the fun version of roller skating, right? Don't apologize for disco. We like disco. I like disco. I think disco's really funny. Okay, we've got a new place. Can we stand yet? We can't even stand. Are we ever, you know what? We're just gonna have to, do you have any kiddos? Hold on. U, and then we got T, and then we got Keek, Psych, I guess we'll say. Oh, that's a kiddo over there. We're about to force some bipedality here. Totally hypothetical is the internet speak for this is happening. Yeah, we've got a D&D campaign planned. We might be doing it on the internet, like, for folks to see. I don't know, like, would you guys want to see a D&D campaign? I'm gonna be doing a funny voice. That may be enough to deter you. In fact, myself and my fiance are both doing funny voices, which should be enough to deter you, is the point that I'm making. Disco dope as F. Yeah, true, Jared. Imagine hating disco. What kind of soulless? You know, disco's hilarious. Yeah, Rasputin, that's fun. Love that. What's the one? Funky Town? Are you gonna tell me Funky Town isn't a blast? Look, she's trying to... What's that face? Who are we? Tat. Tat is wiped. Are those hell yeses for Funky Town, or are those hell yeses for D&D stream? It wouldn't be here, probably. It'd probably be on a different channel. I'd let you know where it is. Staying Alive? True Dapper. Staying Alive is a ball. Imagine hating Staying Alive. That's my thing. Like, I was promised by Beowulf that we would be getting some really awesome bipedal perks. Staying Alive does make me think of the classic scene in The Office, the CPR scene, where Michael's trying to do CPR on the CPR dummy. The teacher informs him that he needs to do Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. You know, like, Staying Alive, do the compressions to that beat. And Michael's like, okay. First I was afraid. I was petrified. It's like completely offbeat. It's a classic Michael thing, but you know, I was still kind of like taken aback. I was like, this is a funny show. The Office is funny. I realize a lot of people like over-mean it. It's over-memed, for sure. This is a true statement. But that doesn't mean it's not funny. We're not getting any bipedality perks for this. And I would really love it if we did. Maybe we need 2 baby. Double baby. Could it be a double baby problem? Okay, Stone Gorilla, me and my brother both do impressions, so that won't deter me. Oh god. Gonna be playing a Kobold Barbarian. Oh my god. That's so bold, TV. We're gonna be like a team of small dudes. Oh, another one bites the dust. I like that, Jesse. I like that a lot. I'm not necessarily feeling morbid, but I think that's probably easier. Well, Staying Alive, another one bites the dust. You're just coming at it from different angles, right? I wish I could join the D&D campaign. Fernando, I wish you could too. I think I barely got my fiance to agree to it as is. A dwarf in this hypothetical D&D game. Well, I'm glad someone else is doing homebrew. I know nothing about the game. It's really fun. D&D is really fun. So in a similar vein to D&D, am I about to go over a freaking waterfall? Please don't. Please don't do this. Thank God. I played are you serious? Am I that big of an idiot? The answer is yes, but no, please. Okay, alright. We're just gonna chill here for a second. It was totally intentional. let's see, Miguel, I plan on being the DM for my Sids and my brother plan on torturing me with romance subplots. That sounds so funny. A dwarven bard carnivorous ape. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I want to, I'm going for like a mix. I want my character to be an imp. So it's like a, infernal. And I want her to be like a mix between Timon from The Lion King and Lucy from Disenchantment. That's what I'm going for. Kind of like a cocky a-hole imp who's sometimes competent and sometimes not. But I did play a Shadowrun playthrough once, which is, Shadowrun is like futuristic D&D. And myself and my fiance, then boyfriend, we were in a group of his work friends, and I played a grenade ape. So I played a hyper-intelligent chimpanzee with a powerful laser/multi-tool prehensile tail. So everyone always called him a monkey. And he was like, his whole character trait was like getting really pissed off when people were like, oh, he's a monkey because he's got a tail. And he was like, no, the tail is prosthetic. Oh good, otters, my favorite. Sassy otters. Oh, no! I'm so sorry. That's what, you know what? I guess they should have known Botter. You can leave the stream now. Heyo. Erica, do you have a Switch? Atheist Jr., I do have a Switch. For those of you who don't know, I always like to shill for Atheist Jr. when they're here. Atheist Jr. does incredible Kent Hovind raps, and they're very accurate. They're very accurate Kent Hovind raps. They're beautiful. Carrie, mini tiefling. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Like, I'm kind of scaling down a tiefling. There's some nice homebrews for imps that I'm going for. Not the otters. Yeah, you don't want to mess with the otters, TD. This has been mostly a trial and error stream where we just wander around the area we're currently in. One day we'll make it to the savannah. How much homebrew must have been necessary to make a Shadowrun do that? Fortunately, I had a really cool DM who was really, really into Shadowrun. Like, he was awesome. Really, really into Shadowrun. Or GM, Game Master for Shadowrun. And so he helped me come up with it. I think I'm trying to remember what he... Really cool, I love this. I'm trying to remember what it was that he kind of reskinned. Like, the grenade ape was kind of a reskin, right? It was, there wasn't too much to it. Okay, intimidate. I didn't think that would work. You should friend us all on Switch then, Natalia. I need to put my friend code out there. Then you guys can see my my epic Breath of the Wild stats and horrible sword and Pokemon Sword team. Pokemon Sword team is Garbo. The baby wants the food. Give him food. Nah, this baby's always trying. He needs to learn. This is the school of hard knocks in the jungle. He'll figure it out eventually. I can't even. This has been a chill stream, though. I know we haven't made a ton of progress, but this has been kind of the prep for progress, you know? Aaron Raw is a prep. Listen, Stoned Gorilla, I know Aaron has a good Kent impression. But if you want to see the best Kent impression, Atheist Jr.'s got a good Kent impression, too. But the best Kent impression I've ever seen in my life has to probably be Dr. Josh Bowen of Digital Hammurabi. It's absolutely something else. He's also got a weirdly good Praise I Am That I Am impression, which is very niche. Not very many people know about Praise, so I don't know why he's so good at it. Gorons are awesome. Gorons are amazing. I hear someone. We could potentially add to the... Where are you? I hear you. There's a clan member out here. Could potentially add to the gang. Did he do a Kent Hovind song, Atheist Jr.? What's the, what's the Ben Shapiro tweet? Okay, this is epic. I would love to hear Dr. Josh sing as Kent. we definitely hit that ground a little bit hard. But we're scouting out. I hear them somewhere. I know they're around here somewhere. More rude warthogs that are always trying to get in a fight with me. Dogs do produce dogs, true. You really believe this? You really believe that, you really believe an elephant and a pine tree share a common ancestor? Well, you can believe that, but that's your religion. I am subscribed to Digital Hammurabi. Is there a specific video? Oh, man! Try to find them by sound. Good point, Noxum. Excellent point. That's what we should be doing. We'll find them by sound. That's a great point. That's that we're on a bit of a White Claw consequence law right now. It turns out there are a couple of laws on the claws. Okay, senses. What do we want hearing? I just heard him. Sounds like a male, too. There you are. Dingus. They might be in the trees. Yep, you were right. They were in the trees. Related? Yeah. The water. You believe whales whales have always been in the water. They survived the flood in the water, and they've never left it. Alright, hold on. We gotta use our hearing again. Where are you, you ding-dong? There he is. Alright, fingers crossed. Oh, God. I hate it when it's something that you have to bring them. Yeah, this looks like a Copac fiber situation. Please let there be some right behind him. Yes! We never get this lucky. Copac fibers are always like 6 miles away. Oh my god, did I just scan one that was actually one tree over? See, this is what happens when you speak too soon. Please catch, please catch. Can only produce guts of gibbons, true. The real test of the Homan impression is how much you can talk about whale penis in Kent's voice. That is the true test. I've heard that that's the, that is the primary litmus test of Kent Homan impressions. Kent. Kent is so funny. Like, the fact that someone like Kent exists, he's a walking meme. It's very hilarious. And the weird thing is, Kent is weirdly charismatic. Like, he's God, he's kind of a jackass, but he's also really funny sometimes. Unintentionally, of course, but, you know. He's, yeah. Kent is a real treat. I mean, I don't expose myself to Kent unless I absolutely have to, but I do I do really get a kick out of the fact that Kent runs like a really cool, awesome. Kent runs like a compound where people just live with him. Like, people live with Kent, which is pretty crazy. The job of Mrs. Kenthoven is opened again. Oh my god. Can you imagine being Mrs. Kenthoven? I don't think I could ever. Please. Beggars can't be choosers, mister. Okay, well, I'll apply it to myself then. He's such a terrible person, but it's entertaining. Kent and true. Carnivore say Kent is only still a creationist because he didn't want to sell used cars, which is a shame because he'd be so good at it. You know what I mean? Kent would be incredible at selling used cars. Kent is like the quintessential good old boy, Lenox, Alabama living. You know, I promise I'll give you a good deal on the car, and then sells you like a total lemon. You know, I don't understand why he doesn't want to be a used car salesman. He could do a very good job at it. He would thrive in that industry. We'll try one of these. See if this doesn't work. He still says snakes are poisonous. Awesome. That's what I'm thinking, Nexon. Sorry, Noxum. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Kent, if memory serves, Kent still uses the, they carbon dated a mammoth and got 2 separate dates from it. And you really believe carbon dating works? It's like, no, Kent. Kent, that didn't happen. Please? Bingo. Really good. Good one, Noxum. We got him. Okay, analyze. R. Okay, R. We're going back to the homestead, R. We are heading back to the homestead. Kent is, can you imagine him on late night TV doing weird infomercials? I can, Carrie. That's the thing. He could be so good at it. Like, he's really missing his calling. Like, you can only reach so many people in creationism, since young earth creationism is kind of, I mean, it's been on the decline, but, yeah, more than ever, especially with, like, cable TV going bust, too. Like, people just aren't. People that have the access to the internet, you know, they're just not. Creationism isn't. It ain't bringing in the big bucks like it used to. Pre-tax evasion Kent was doing much better than post-tax evasion Kent. Yeah, I think he could have a real future if he focused more on the selling, on the merch. You know, because like, man, there's some very hilarious Kent merch that I would be really hard. Like, I wouldn't buy it because I wouldn't want to support him in his industry. But if I could find a Dinosaur Adventureland t-shirt that was used, you know, to not give Kent the money, oh, you bet your ass I'm buying it and wearing it everywhere I possibly can. I had a weird dream that Kent was in. Atheist Year, I'm so sorry. Is R the common ancestor of all pirates? Yes. Yeah, we gotta get him some, berries or some shit before he dies of scurvy. Okay, let's see here. Lay down over here. Let's see if we can't get a little evolution done. Oh wait, we have to make a stupid freaking... Can't evolve unless you waste time making a bed. I'm just kidding. The beds aren't a waste of time. I'm just bitter that I have to make one. I'm just bitter, that's all. Natal cycads, that's what we love to see. It's a natal cycad game, baby. Okay, let's see. We'll do it right here. Right where it's easy to get to. You can still hear R grumbling behind me. Yeah, hi R. So glad you tagged along all the way over here. To be useless and not grab any natal cycads. I'm just kidding. I like R. R feels like a winner to me. Liking a hominin is usually the death knell for them. They usually end up dying. The last charge of Cupid and her immortals. True. Build this. Okay, settle. I thought we'd already settled here. This is where we evolved from. Okay, thank you. Dude, Pot, you're getting a little overconfident there, my friend. Okay, drop child. Please tell me. Between 16 and 18 clan members? Do we really have that many? Okay, App has the ability to evacuate toxins. Okay, that's good for App, I guess. Okay, we got the zygote food acclimation. Acclimatization, my mistake. Still nothing in the way of, so let's see, senses, physical growth, to stand upright. What do we got here? Okay, so I guess we just need to do more of that? I don't know. Mandalia, where do we get the bad vitamin C side of the tree? Yeah, so the thing is that, unfortunately the gulo breakage is more of a consequence of us eating a ton of fruits, and there not being a selection pressure to fix it, or to select it out of the population. App is a poison type. True! App is a poison type. Okay, applied force. We got some real nice. Yeah, Orion, you did fine. Yeah, Miguel is here. Miguel is here. Okay, we'll lie down one more time. Okay, we're gonna sleep till the morning. We'll sleep till the morning. Which is what, like 2 hours? Something like that. Dawn. Guess we'll go to like 7. Cool. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my lemurs and gentle apes, we've been going for about 2 hours, and I will be here again next Monday doing some more shenanigans here in Ancestors. On Wednesday, you can expect a bite-sized bust on coral growth rates, which is going to be quite fun. And I know I said for the past 2 weeks that I'm doing a Science in Motion on Friday. I keep just not doing it, but this time, it's definitely going to happen. And tomorrow night, you can catch me and the boys on Dapper Dino's channel. We're going to be doing, finishing up the Young Earth Creationist YouTuber tier list. It's going to be great. It's going to be really fun. And I believe we have a cryptid tier list coming up too, don't we, Dapper? Elucidate the audience as to when that is. Actually, that might be tomorrow. We might have the YEC one here in a bit. It has been 2 hours, Stone Gorilla. We've been having too much fun, honestly. But of course, we'll be here again next week, as always, because I love hanging out with you guys, and this is genuinely so fun to me. I can't believe I get to hang out and talk with people who also enjoy this kind of thing in the side chat. I'm very grateful that you're here, and I hope you'll come back next week, just so we can continue to yap about cool stuff, cool primatology, cool human evolution. So take care of yourself. Stay 100% as healthy as you can, my gentle and modern apes. And now I can awkwardly close this out. It's gonna take me flipping forever. Are you sure you want to quit the game? Yes. Now it's just awkwardly me while I go to stop the stream. Okay, what is it? What is the, listen, I get a lot of hate for this. I get a lot of emails. People saying, hey, stop doing that. That's really maximal cringe. And that just makes me stronger. So, gamer,